Hey everyone, today we have Ronak with us, who is a software engineer, and today we will talk about his experiences from his college and his life. So, Ronak, please tell our viewers about yourself.
Hello there. First of all, I'd like to thank you for giving me this beautiful opportunity. So, as far as my introduction is concerned, I'll keep it crisp. Myself, Ronak Kanodia. I was born and raised in the city of Joy, that's Calcutta. Being an alumni of St. Xavier's, I currently completed my graduation from KIIT, Bhubaneswar. And right now, I'm working as a software developer in HighRadius. My hobbies include playing video games, reading books, or listening to indie pop songs. I guess that should be enough as an
Yeah,
introduction.
that's enough. Like everyone has almost same hobbies, I guess.
Yeah, this is almost the same.
So, Ronak, when did you realize you wanted to pursue this field?
Being very honest, I was a bright student, like in my class one, two, three, So my parents used to tell me, yes, like in India, this is a culture. Ki if you are doing engineering or you are taking up doctors, then you are a bright student. Otherwise, you are not considered that to be that bright. So that was a convention, and I used to think, yes, I'm going to do engineering and stuff. But after that, when I took up science in 11th, I realized that PCM is actually not my cup of tea. But yes, computers are definitely built for me. I really love the technology and I went forward with it.
Great. Now everyone would be thinking PCM is not their cup of tea, and everyone will, after this video, go around computer science
Yeah, definitely.
after
People
listening to
can
you.
go. It's not necessarily you have to learn PCM to understand computers.
Okay. So why did you choose KIT over NITs?
As I told you, in 11th, I realized that PCM is not my cup of tea. At least physics and chemistry is not. Maybe maths, but not physics and chemistry. So obviously IITs was not there in my options because for if you want to get into an IIT, you need to excel in PCM. You might know
Okay.
computer science or you might not, but you have to excel in PCM. So IITs was definitely out of my list. I could have tried for NITs, but then when I got into computers now, so I got distracted towards computers. I didn't prepare that well to get into the top NITs, and getting into a mid-tier NIT is equivalent to getting into a private college.
Yeah.
My aim was to get into BITS has Jaipur. I guess it's in Jaipur, right? Yeah. So my aim was to get into BITS, but I was not able to get it because of 4 marks. If I would have scored plus 4 marks, and I would have got my favorite course, BSc in computer science. But unfortunately, I couldn't. So that's why I had options of other private colleges, and I chose KIT over other private colleges because it's closer to my location, my hometown.
Yeah, then if it's closer to your location and it's good, that's the best for us.
Yeah, definitely.
So, did you learn any languages before applying to the college?
Programming languages, right?
Which one? Like Python, Java?
Yeah, so in 11th and 12th, like I had Java as my course. So I was
Yeah,
into Java. I learned a bit of Python, but my
Python.
main concentration was in Java only. And after
Hmm.
getting into college, yes, I learned quite a lot of languages. I learned C, I learned C++, I learned Java, I learned Python quite a bit.
Okay. So, like, what is it like attending an engineering college in India? Like, what are the activities? What are the events? What about the hostel life and all?
Okay, so for the college is going to be fun, especially if you're in hostel life. It's gonna be a lot more fun than you are attending as a day scholar. Because first of all, when you get into an hostel, you learn to be independent. Right now, when we are at our house, our parents or whoever there is with whom you live, they do everything for you. But when you're in hostel, you have to be independent. You have to wash your own clothes. You have to prepare food for yourself if you miss out on the mess timings, and you have to do quite a lot of things on your own. So you get to meet a lot of people, who share the same mindset. You get to
Yes.
learn about this. And if we talk about college life is fun as well. You get to attend different cultural events, different technical events. You get to to showcase yourself. Ki yes, you are not something like your parents wanted you to be. Like for example, in India at least, or maybe in Asia, we can say that parents, they obviously go for, the students should always excel in something related to subjects and something related to
Yeah,
studies. For
yeah.
example, if you have a goal of becoming a gamer, for example, in India, it won't be supported. But when you are up there in college on your own, you can go into anything. Like I have friends who went into gaming after completing their graduation. So, you can showcase yourself as a person who you are. You don't have to mold yourself according to the society. So that's one good thing. But the only problem I think that Indian colleges face today is that, for example, you are not that good in PCM and you got a different branch other than computer science. You love
Hmm.
computers, but you are not
Okay.
able to get into computer science. So, the college, any college, I'm not talking just about a particular college, any college in India, they'll be seeing you, as कि हाँ भाई इस बंदे से नहीं हो पाएगा कंप्यूटर्स, इसको कंप्यूटर्स नहीं मिला मतलब इसे कंप्यूटर्स
Hmm.
नहीं हो पाएगा. So basically they use PCM as a factor to decide whether you will be good in computers or not. So this is
Okay.
something where India lags behind, but otherwise you are going to have a great time at your college.
Yeah. So you agree with this, like Indian universities value theoretical knowledge over practical
Definitely,
skills.
definitely, they are getting better at it, no doubt, but still there's a long.
So like were job opportunities also affected due to COVID-19?
There were both pros and cons. The
Hmm.
pros was for students who were not that well prepared for the placement scenario. For example, a
Okay.
person has not studied that much or has not prepared herself or himself during the first 3 years of college. Due to this COVID-19, everything got postponed. Plus, obviously, online exams are a lot easier than sitting offline and giving exams. You can
Hmm.
cheat, you can copy. Being honest,
Yes. Yes.
even
Being honest,
everybody did.
everyone has
So
done that.
yes, so it had its pros. People were not that well prepared for the placements. They got a time to prepare themselves. For them, the exams were easier, so they got into jobs, which is good. And then there were cons of people like me. Like I've been an introvert all my life, so whenever
Okay.
it comes to facing the camera, I get a little conscious. So maybe that affected my interviews a little bit here and there. Yeah, I definitely got better at it, but still, it had both its pros and cons.
Okay. So basically, it has got affected for those people who are not like regular and who are like conscious. Basically, if you talk.
My experience tells me this. Maybe there are people who are affected like due to various other
Yeah.
reasons, but my experience tells me that yes, this were the two main criteria.
So is the level of hard work and stress you go through worth it?
Uh, it all depends ki where you end up. For
Okay.
example, at least I went through the placement scenario like a month back. Okay, like the placement
Hmm.
program ended a month back. So what I realized is कि जितना pressure हम लोग go through कर रहे हैं ना, like it the placement scenario, it depends on luck as well. It's 50% luck and 50% about your technical knowledge कि हाँ भाई तुझे कितना आता है. So if your luck is not favoring you on your main day, then you can have any company. But वहीं पे अगर तेरा luck अच्छा चल रहा है तो even if if you're not able to answer one or two questions, you'll easily get into that company because your luck is favoring you. So it depends on your luck, but overall, if we see, the stress that we go through during our 11th and 12th, and then while we are studying or in our college, while preparing for the placements, in general, it is not worth it. It is worth it for people who are, you know, over and above everyone, one or two
Okay.
in 10,000. It's worth
One
it
or
for
two.
them. Yeah. Otherwise, it's not worth it for average student. At least not in India.
So like what would be the situation of computer science IT sector in the upcoming future?
Are you talking about India or like in general?
In India basically.
In India, the IT sector is definitely blooming, and especially with
Yes.
this pandemic, everyone has realized how important it is to be tech savvy. You should know how to operate at least a basic laptop.
Yes.
So yeah, so the IT sector is definitely blooming, and I can definitely see it improving in the next 5 to 10 years. Maybe not at the pace at which other countries are improving, but it is definitely going to improve.
In the future
Yeah,
conditions.
definitely will improve.
IT sector.
Definitely.
Okay, great. So thank you, Ronak, for a wonderful interview with us. It was a pleasure for us
Thanks
to
to you
have
as
you
well.
here.